everybody, this is Amy Thompson. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. Today we are looking at what type of leader are you? What is your style of leadership? We have 3 piles to choose from, so just use your intuition, quiet your mind for a moment, maybe close your eyes and see which pile you're most drawn to. Pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3. All right, so if you chose pile number 1 with this beautiful crystal on it, here is your reading for which type of leader are you, okay? So I'm just gonna pull out a few cards and see what it says. You have the in-between, Hecate, in reverse, and then you also have awareness, the moth, in reverse. You have Queen of Wands, the Hermit, and grounded in reverse. Okay, so right away I'm getting that you're somebody who needs to take a lot of time to yourself to go like you have a tendency to analyze what has already happened and then what is becoming, and you have to constantly go between like choosing how you're going to be in the future versus how you were in the past. Like with every roadblock, with every event, with everything, it's like you take some time to withdraw into yourself, make sense of all of the pieces, and then you have a new heightened awareness, okay? So when I'm looking at the Queen of Wands, all right, so Queen of Wands is like very vibrant and domestic. Like, look how beautiful she is. She can speak, like she can just speak into existence the things that she wants. But I'm getting a lot of this has to come from within you, okay? Like this is like you do a lot of soul searching to be able to discover the things that are like the most important for you. And so your leadership style is very much going within to get the answers and then coming out. When you don't do that, you often feel that you're not grounded and you can't like necessarily make sense of everything that's happening. Yeah, I'm getting that you really do have to like have that inner peace and that inner knowing for you to move forward in a solid, grounded way. All right. Okay, I'm going to pull a few more cards. New romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. And a fiery climax approaches. Okay. Then we've got the 6 of Cups upright. And the 7 of Pentacles to the right. And then you've also got the 6 of Wands to the right. And then you've got the Ace of Wands to the right. So that's quite a bit of wand energy there. All right. So, yeah, your romantic life is very, very important to you. Like your relationships are important to you. You take time to make sure that everything's balanced and your life is balanced. So your leadership style has to actually revolve around, I'm getting that it revolves around like people that are important to you, like family and friends and things that are, you know, joyous, right? And so when there's something going on with you emotionally, for example, like people in your life very close to you are having a lot of conflict and turmoil, it really greatly affects you. And so you have to go in that stage within yourself to be able to see how you can actually bring things together and how you can make a difference for the people around you, because it ultimately brings harmony into your life. And harmony is very, very essential for you as a leader. What I'm getting here is that you... like, you know that things come to heads. You know that things are going to calm down. You can see that at the end of each cycle, there's like, you know, you have your storm and then things calm again and it goes in these cycles. So, yeah, it's just, you're very, very connected to like the joyous and the positive things in life. And you really have to keep your mindset in a positive place. Or else you do end up getting into situations that disrupt your harmony. Okay. So the 7 of Pentacles, it's like you look forward to times of contemplation. Anytime you go through one of these cycles, right? Whether it's with your romantic life or whether it's your career, anything in your life, you always step back and contemplate. You got a couple things. So I'm getting from this is that you're actually going through a phase right now in your leadership where things are coming to a head. They're about to erupt. I'm going to just start channeling a lot more of this, okay? And I'm going to be channeling how it comes to me, okay? So things are about to erupt. Things are getting very hot and involved. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, okay? So don't take it as it is, but it's like there are emotions involved, your emotions, other people's emotions. You've been doing a lot of contemplating within yourself to make sure that as you go forward and you're going into these relationships, which are very important to you, you are thinking about the best outcomes for everybody involved. Another thing, you've got the Six of Wands. So you're thinking about how, like this is again, victory and success. So when I have the cards projected this way, it's looking at where your thoughts are. So you're actually like looking at your situation for the best for everybody and not just the best for you, which is a really, really wonderful thing. And you're also very, very, you're inspired to make a difference. Yeah, your inspiration to be able to create things in the world really comes from deep within. And you sometimes have like a battle. It's almost like a battle in your own mind, a battle between yourself, because you see what was, and sometimes what was is some of the things that you wanted, and you see what was, and sometimes that's some of the things that you didn't want. But you're always looking at how you can create better opportunities, new opportunities, and you have the ability to speak anything into existence, right? But sometimes I think that you might get stuck in your thoughts, right? So your awareness is something that you know for certain that you don't obtain your awareness outside of you. It's like you have to go internally for that awareness, okay? Yeah, so let's see what else there is. The Devil, okay? And this is interesting because I was just saying that sometimes you get stuck in your thoughts and it's like this little battle in between. It's a battle in between your ears, okay? That's what's going on. And the Queen of Swords. All right, and then the One of Pentacles. Okay, so you're very, very perceptive, all right? And you have the ability to really discern. Okay, so here, going back to the very first card, which was like the overall beginning of your message, and it's like the in-between, all right? So this is like, you sometimes are stuck in between worlds. It's like in between the external world and in between the internal world. But you always end up choosing the, like the battle within your own mind, I guess, is the one that you win by coming to alignment with your higher self, right? It's the one that you recognize. It's like it comes from love. I don't know if you can see this, but everything comes from love and this inner awareness. So you're very, very sharp whenever you get this negative, I'm going to just call it a devil energy. It's like the contradictory thoughts, the things that keep you stuck. You're very, very quick to cut that out. And when there are relationships in your life and things in your life that really aren't working and you don't see how it could be fruitful for anybody, especially yourself, you have no problem walking away from the situation. You're very, very good with knowing when to leave and when to choose your battles. So you're very, very wise, and you do always have to take that time for yourself to really get the true judgment and discernment, like true awareness. And then you've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is prosperous new beginnings. So this cycle, like you were actually just coming out of a cycle and going into something. You are setting yourself up for prosperous new beginnings. And this is not just for you. You are somebody who really thinks about the overall picture and the people and the joy around you. Like you really do have other people in mind. So you're a leader that people want to follow, because you're not just like, you're not self-centered. You are self-centered in the way that like you actually tune into self to get the answers and whatnot. And that's a really good thing, because you are looking after yourself, but you are actually out for other people's best interests as well. And you will cut out things that are not serving you. So it's really, really good. One of the things that you are challenged with sometimes is your communication. Periodically you have difficulties and it's blocked. I think that is because people don't always understand your need for hermiting, your need for going within. So there are times when you go within and people externally are like, well, where did they go? Where did that person go? But really, like, the message I'm getting for you is just to communicate how your style of leadership is with these people, because it's going to just make things a lot easier for them and for you, because when they know that you're tuning into your own higher self so that you can provide better things for them in the overall picture, they're going to be more understanding and give you that space and not be in the background kind of judging the things that you're doing. Okay, and so this is the last card for this. You've also got Stillness in reverse, and this is actually telling you that with this particular situation, the things that you're dealing with in your own leadership right now, it would be very beneficial for you to take some time, do some meditation. You have a lot of cards about stepping back, but it's also like, I'm getting communicating with your spirit guides or your ancestors or your inner knowing, and that there are levels of understanding that you're not tapping into at this time because you haven't taken enough time to be still for yourself and to communicate with the higher powers that are within you and whatnot. I definitely know that you do that, but this is saying not to wait until you have some kind of event, or not to wait until there's some kind of explosion or some kind of thing, something that's forcing you into having to hermit in that time. This is saying that that you need to take a little bit more time to meditate or be still. I'm hearing go fishing or go do something that's like really calming and soothing. Fishing might not be it for you. It might be drawing. It might be playing music. It might be doing something, or maybe just going for a really long drive or a hike, going out in nature. Whatever it is that's going to calm your mind and have you just be with whatever is, you're going to be allowing some new insights. I'm also being told for you to look deeper and just like don't get frustrated with yourself if these answers aren't coming, but just like ask for more profound answers for what you're dealing with, because there are some messages that are specific for you that you will know, like when you tune into this, it's just like you're going to have these epiphany moments, and it's going to be catapulting your new, like the next aspect of what you're working on. Like it's a big launching point. So where you think you're going, like you're doing really well with your leadership, by the way, I have to say, but where you think you're doing well, you're going to be having this this like brand new invigorating spark of inspiration that's going to come to you, and it's going to be very, very powerful, and you'll have all kinds of new energy, and you'll be able to communicate your desires and speak everything into existence, which you already can, but this is going to be taking it to a whole new level. So communicate with the people around you, take the time for yourself, communicate with your guides, and just keep rocking your leadership. You're a very, very wise person, okay? And the more that you do this, communicating with your guides and whatnot, the more grounded you're going to be feeling, okay? So that's all I have for you, pile number 1. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out any of my other things, any of my artwork, I've got some of my artwork actually underneath here. So you can check out my artwork or my t-shirts and swag and all that stuff. I've got a bunch of different things on my website, but it's amythompson.ca, and I've also got links below to other things that I have. So feel free to check out the description box. And if you like this, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. All of it helps, okay? Thank you very much. Pile number 2. So if you chose this pile with this gorgeous, gorgeous crystal, this one is one of my absolute favorites, and I don't remember the name of it offhand, but I mean, I could just look at this thing all day. It's so gorgeous. Yeah, if you chose this, this is for you. What type of leader are you? All right, so I'm going to pull a few cards before I start channeling messages for you. All right, we have the Future inverse. We have Energy, which is the Chameleon inverse. We have Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way, which is the Full Moon in Leo. And just going to pull over a couple more cards. The Answers You Need Are Coming, Full Moon in Gemini to the right. And let's do 2 more. We've got the Knight of Pentacles to the left, and the 8 of Swords to the right. Okay, so one of the things I can see right away is that the future sometimes can scare you, okay? Often it's like you have these visions for the future, but you hold yourself back. You hold yourself back because 2 reasons is, 1, sometimes you don't think that you're going to have the energy to fulfill on the things that you want to do. Like you might get started, really like have a lot of like ambition towards fulfilling a goal or a project or a dream, and sometimes you're seeing how big of a commitment it is, sometimes gets in the way. Or sometimes you may have like changes in your mood or your emotions, and so you try to like blend in with the scenery to make sure that like you're still working on your goals and you're still doing everything, but sometimes it's like you're putting on this cover up or this show to try to try to look good. You've got a card here that says, don't let pride get in your way. All right. So you're very, very proud. I'm getting that you've accomplished many things. And so you know for yourself that you have the ability to lead and do things in the way that, like you just know that you're a powerhouse when you are able to be. Okay. So there's something that blocks your energy and gets in the way. And because you don't operate necessarily the same way as every single other person does, or at least the way you perceive other people do, that sometimes you try to overdo things. You try to like push yourself too hard. You try to do things for everybody or follow through on every single thing. And it's very challenging for you. So, so then you go into like a self-doubt period, and it does not last forever. Okay. But you go into these periods of contemplation and self-doubt, and then you have to like stop yourself periodically and then look to the future for the answers that you need. Okay. So it's like your energy is not consistent. And therefore the future, as much as you want to have everything, like you want to know everything now, you want to have everything ready. And like you've got big visions and goals. You're looking to the future for these answers. You're looking for, things to be solidified. All right. The Knight of Pentacles to the left. All right. We've got, like looking back to how dedicated you were and how like you basically did things. You were very dedicated and quiet, and you were a leader who just, you just picked up and did what you had to do and got things done. All right. This is what I'm getting. And you were very loyal to your projects and to the people you were working with. And so things went really, really well in your past. And then you're thinking about the future as well, and you feel somewhat powerless. Okay, this has something to do with your energy and the fact that things didn't necessarily go as you predicted in the past. So now because of the things that have happened, you're stuck in this energy of like, well, I want this to happen, but I don't know if it will, because I don't know if my energy is going to be able to keep me there. Or I don't know if I'm going to be able to sustain that ability and that momentum or the things moving forward. And one of the things is just not to let your pride get in the way. Okay. So if you take the messages that I'm getting for you is like, take your pride and your ego and everything completely out of it and just get how beautiful your vision is. Like just live in that vision and let go of any attachments to time. Don't think about time. Don't think about when things have to be done or who's pressing you for what and all of that stuff, because all of that stuff is actually cluttering up the energy. And all you need to do is just focus on your vision. All right. So we then have Fox to the left, which is solitude. And we have, we've got a few cards here. We've got celebration to the right, which is the camel. And we also have amusement in reverse. Oh my goodness, you got a lot of these cards. And you've got inspiration reversed. Okay, again, so you're looking back to the past and you're seeing the fact that you used to be able to do so many things on your own. It's like it didn't even matter what you were doing. You had an idea and a vision. You were able to step out and just go for it. You're looking at how you did not need to rely on people the way that you're feeling like you need to now. So before, and again, I'm channeling a lot of this, okay? So before, when you had these insights and you had these ideas, you're just like, okay, I'm just going to do that. And your will was so strong that everything would just line up to make everything happen. And yeah, and so you had no problem. So you're kind of looking to that past energy with very, very fond memories, right? And because you had that and you have that, you know that in the future you'll be able to celebrate some of your wins again. So in the future you're expecting some successes, things are coming, and that's amazing, okay? So stay in that, like knowing that things are coming. One of the things that this is saying you're challenged with is just having a good time. So you're not feeling the inspiration the same way that you did before. You're not, some of these things are just not amusing to you. Some of the things that you've had to deal with, some of the challenges that have come up. Yeah, it's just, you want to have more fun. Like that's what I'm getting. You want to have more fun. You've got the Six of Swords to the left. And these are actually beautiful. They're double-sided cards, okay? So, Six of Swords to the left. You've got the Tower to the left. And you have I believe that's the Ace of Wands to the right. Okay? This is super, super cool. All right. So, yeah, so you're looking back also when you used to have a lot more like, you used to get to do more things, travel more. Like right now when I'm filming this is like in the middle of COVID. So I mean, the fact that people are not traveling, it totally makes sense. And this is a timeless reading. So it does not matter when you watch this reading, there's still going to be messages in here for you. All right. So you're looking back and sure enough, in the past, things were a lot more joyous because you were a lot freer. And this might have something to do with like you physically not being able to have the energy or the time to be able to do all of the things that you used to. Because this is what I'm seeing there is like the energy. But you're also looking back to something that happened. There was a big tower moment, something shifted, and you're recognizing that tower moment is in the past. So this is really, really good because like you don't need to feel like, you know, everything's going to like catch on fire or burn down or everything that you're building is going to collapse. Like this moment, you're actually looking back at your past and going, okay, great. What do I do with this? I mean, I had good times and I had bad times and this is just where I am. You're looking to the future for, looking for your next, inspired, like you're looking for more inspiration. You're looking like waiting for that time that you can be like more solid and grounded and like wanting to run and, you know, you just don't know when that's going to be coming up because right now inspiration has been a little bit lower than it had been in a while. All right. So let's see what else you've got. You got the Queen of Pentacles, right, to the left. You have the Three of Cups to the right. And you have the Hanged Man in reverse. So the Queen of Pentacles, again, like there's a lot of past and future based energy that I'm getting. Okay, so you're looking back to when you were so kind, you were so patient, you could do things on your own. Like I said before, you could just set your goals and you could like work towards them and everything was fine. You had the patience to see things through. You were very loving, just an amazing, you had high hopes. You were just like so amazing with being able to create something and put things together. And then, currently you're actually in a pretty good space. Like this is you with, recognizing that you're surrounded by family and friends and you do have a lot going for you. And yet at the same time, you still look to the past and you're still looking to the future for like, this stuff worked, this stuff didn't work. I don't know how the future is going to go. So it's kind of like in a space of like, well, in this moment, I'm just going to celebrate what I have. I'm going to be very like, I'm going to recognize how blessed I am. And so this is amazing, amazing energy for you to be in right now, is being able to enjoy this, like this bounty and this joy and this friendship, like you're kind of feeling like you can't necessarily control the future. And so you don't need to like hold on to that. All right. And then you have the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay. Now this is you. It's so funny because I just said you're just letting go of that. So in reverse is like, right now you're still actually hanging on a little bit. Okay. You're looking for how you can see things in a better perspective. You want to see everything in a better perspective and you're open to seeing it. You're open to that inspiration. You're open to everything coming. But again, what's happening is you're looking at how you were in the past and you're thinking that your leadership and your abilities and everything that you have going on for you should be the way it was. I mean, you used to be able to do all this and this is how it worked and everything went like that and, totally great. But as humans, we are all changing. We are all evolving. It's like part of the human condition to be like everything in the world is changing all the time. So having any attachments to what things were in the past is actually what's stopping you from having that like full-on inspiration for the future. All right. And it's amazing that you can be enjoying this present moment because this present moment energy is what's calming you down about how things should or shouldn't be in the future. All right. So stay here in this space a little bit longer and really enjoy because the insights and the answers are going to be coming for your future. And this is what this says too. It's like the answers you need are coming. All right. So just let go of that stuff happened in the past. The stuff hit the fan and recognize that all you need to do is be tuning into this like present energy of like how good things are now. And you'll start to get the answers to be able to have that celebration and that inspiration that's coming. Okay. And that's not the inspiration card, but it was think it was that one. Yeah. Okay, perfect. And let's see what else you got, because you've got 3 more cards. Your dreams need a practical plan. Okay, I can tell you about that right away. And it's time to release negativity in reverse, and then also balance spirituality and practicality. This is so perfect. Right off, I saw that because you are in a different situation and you do have things differently showing up in your life than you used to, and you're a different person now than you were before. Like, there's no getting around it. You are a very different person now than you were before this Tower moment. So there's no sense in trying to go back and trying to make yourself be the person you were before, because that is just a lot. That's the mixed energy. You know, that's like this stuff that's coming in, and it's not actually having you realize your dreams. It's not having you realize the things that you want. So, yeah, this one here is balance, spirituality, and practicality. So just tune into this energy of the 3 of Cups here, and the celebration and the family and friends and all that good stuff, the bounty and joy. Tune into that and really like connect with your spirit. But then at the same time, like, sit down and write out a goal plan and write out like the things that you want to accomplish. Don't put deadlines on it. Don't put specific dates on this one. This is like you're creating a practical plan, but a practical plan for you could include the fact that things don't necessarily work the same way that they used to. So don't be trying to force yourself to do the things that you used to be able to do, because you are a different person right now, and your situation's a different situation, and the things that you deal with are different things that you deal with. So setting yourself up to be so practical that it's like, this is like that it doesn't allow for your spirit to grow and move is actually not a practical plan. A practical plan would be including spirituality and practicality. So you've got that flow and that ability to like balance what you need internally and what you need externally. Okay. And it's time to release negativity. You still have some negativity that's holding on, but I'm getting that you are actually at the point where you're like ready to let everything go. So what you've been going through and what you've dealt with, it's like, I'm getting goosebumps because I can feel it. It's like you're at the end of this cycle, and you can finally purge all this stuff and really get now that the past is the past, and you can be done with that. And you don't have to feel like you're going alone on things. You don't have to feel like that, but you also don't have to worry so much about how things are going to go in the future. All right, just focus on the vision. Focus on the vision coming together, and things are going to come together. Like I'm getting told that everything is coming together and coming to fruition, and the biggest thing that you can do is really let go of judgment. Okay, and then salvation. All right, so you have salvation in reverse, and I was actually going to get out my book and read it and realize the book was not here. So I'm just going to channel this one as well. So you know every single thing that you want. It's in your heart. It's already been laid out for you. The things that did not work from your past are the things that like helped you to put all the ideas for what you want moving forward into your future. Things that you thought were lost also are not lost, okay? So don't be comparing again. This whole big thing is like your leadership is actually amazing. It's just in transition right now, okay? Just the biggest thing is don't compare the past to the present, all right? And don't compare the present to the future. Live in that vision. Find your peace. Find your like inner knowing in that space. Also being guided to give you this message, like clean up your home, like in a way that just makes you feel good. And it doesn't matter how clean or not clean your home is. When I'm talking about clean up your home, it's like make it a space that is like so good feeling to you, because all of these things are going to be able, like it's going to help you to be able to really like step into that energy of feeling even better, and you'll start to have more of the fun. Okay, so this one says with your leadership, you're not having the fun that you used to. This says in the meantime, like you're still doing well. You've got great community and people, and you've got a lot of love and things around you. You're just coming out of negativity and not to let pride get in your way. Okay, so don't look to the future with fear. It's going to be totally good. Your inspiration is going to come back, and yeah, and you will get to travel again. You will get to do the things you enjoyed. There are many reasons to celebrate in your future. Just let go of what things are supposed to look like compared to what you think they should have looked like before when you were the person you used to be. All right, that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I hope you really enjoyed this reading. I hope you got a lot out of it. And if you did, please like, comment, or subscribe. I always like to see what people comment. It helps me a lot to know that I'm making a difference for people. And it also helps the channel to grow as well. But I most of all really like to know that the things that I am doing are of benefit for the people who are watching. Okay, so that's it. Have a great day and thanks for joining in. Okay, pile number 3. If you chose pile number 3 with this gorgeous black stone here, very, very pretty, this is your reading, okay? And where everybody else got 1 card for these cards, you actually got 2, okay? You got beauty and generosity, both in reverse. This question we're looking at is, what type of leader are you and your style of leadership, all right? So first off, what I'm getting is that your style of leadership is not all about the bells and whistles. It's like you can see the beauty in everything, and that is something that's absolutely magical that people love about you, okay? And I'm just going to pull a few cards, okay, because I've got this story that I'm already picking up on, and I want to be sure that I'm going to be relating it to you. Actually, you know what? Okay, so we have acceptance in reverse, and we also have the 7 of Swords in reverse and the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So you actually have a lot of reversed energy. If I turn over the next card here, you actually have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse as well. Again, you have a lot of reversals, and that doesn't necessarily mean that anything's wrong or anything's bad. You've got the 8 of Pentacles upright. I'm just going to pull a bunch of them over and see what this overall story is, because it's actually a pretty interesting story. You've got the 2 of Pentacles, and you have the 7 of Wands. Okay. All right. So I see you automatically as somebody who's like the type of leader who can actually accept things with grace, and also who can be generous almost to a fault. It's like you put yourself out there, and sometimes I think that one of the things is that you wonder why things don't come back to you as well as you want them to, or as much as you want them to, or as fast as you want them to. Okay. I can see that you are very, very skilled in your craft. You really take a lot of pride in your work. It makes a big difference for you when people really enjoy the things that you do, and when it makes a difference for the people that you're leading, or for your clients or customers, or for your family. Like, it does not matter what type of leadership that it is. You might be in a teaching role. You might be in some kind of like hospital or caregiver. You might be in any of these positions. You could even have like a big multi-level marketing company or something, but it does not matter what it is that you are like that you're working in. It's like you really like to take pride in your work, and you've become very, very skilled in what you do. So then you've got the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, and it's like you're not somebody who has massive amounts of control and possession. It's like you really like to accept people for who they are and allow them to develop themselves, and you really support. Like, you're a very, very caring and generous and kind leader. Like, I really get, I really get that, I really get that people admire you for that, and that I also get that sometimes it's a little hard for you. Okay. I see the 7 of Swords in reverse. Again, you're very much about other people. You're not interested in like secrecy. You like to have things like above board. You like to be like, it's not all about you. Like, you really get that this is about everybody else, and your leadership is very much like, it's beautiful. It's absolutely, absolutely beautiful. You are able to let go of things very easily. So even though you have things in your life and you have like challenges, and sometimes like there's drama, and sometimes there's despair, and sometimes there's sadness, it's not all the time, okay? But there are things that come up for you and you're able to let that go. You're very, very, very powerful for how fast you let things go and how able you are to move on and stand up in the face of any kind of diversity. When I say diversity, I mean like adversity, sorry. But yeah, and I'm saying diversity because I'm getting the impression that you've gone through a lot of things and they have been very, very diverse. And what's at the center of this is like, you are very skilled, and I'm getting that like you're skilled with people, like you're skilled with emotional intelligence, you're skilled with like your craft is actually like people and understanding emotions and making a difference for people. It's really, really, really cool. All right. You have a lot of courage and a lot of inner strength, and you have to balance many things. You do so with grace. It's so funny because it's like, as I'm reading this, I'm feeling like this is my own reading. And normally I don't have that when I'm like, I go between like myself talking and then myself channeling and whatnot. And this, like, as I'm going through this, I'm like, wow, this is absolutely incredible. And I'm getting also, if it is anything like that, it's like, I don't think that you recognize this stuff within yourself because you're such a people person and you're so concerned and focused on making things better for other people that sometimes like you don't even see how strong you are. Okay. There's a lot, if you look at these cards, there's like a lot of individual people. And then there's like the only one that's there is like the balancing of the pentacles. It's like the change and balance. And that's the Two of Pentacles. Okay. But there's a lot of work that you do on yourself. There's a lot of like soul growth. There's a lot of like, yeah, it's like you're very, very honest and trustworthy. And one of the things I'm getting also is that you have not accepted yourself in the leadership that you need to, okay? So you've also got the past in reverse. You have ambition to the right. And you have the energy is gaining momentum in reverse. So yeah, because you have had some of these challenges and you do balance things very, very well. You do manage and you're very like you're a strong and courageous leader, that's for sure. One of the things though is because of your past and because of the things you've gone through, sometimes you're blinded to the future. Okay, so it would be good for you to create a vision board and for you to be focused on that and focused on the power that you have and who you are for people. Because I think one of the things that might happen for you is that sometimes you have thoughts that go back and forth and that it gets in the way of your ambition. And you know that you're going to have those ambitious times and you know that you're going to have all of these things, but currently the energy is like slowed down a bit. So currently, even though you are a fantastic leader, and I say that at like the like top level, like, you know, people just love you because of who you are for them and you show your vulnerability and your authenticity. Yeah, but right now things seem stalled. Things feel stalled for you. They feel like they're not going as fast as you'd like them to, or, you know, you're waiting for that next surge of energy so that you can just get everything done and you can be on top of the world again and whatnot. And so this is saying that what's there is that you're looking for the next surge of energy or momentum so that you can move forward. And I'm also getting that you're done with the past. I'm getting that you're at a time where you're like recognizing that this past energy that you've been holding on to for a while is like, it's not serving you and it's not good for you anymore. So you are at a growth stage and you're ready to move on and you're able to, this is what I really want you to get this. You're able to step into this masterful knowing. It's like in the past, there were some doubts about who you were as a person, as a leader, as a family person, as like everybody, like somebody who had all of your dreams and your goals. There was some confusion, I guess, within you because you were looking at events that happened in your past, and I'm getting from this there were a lot of them, but you were looking at them and you were making them mean things about yourself, and I guarantee you they mean nothing about you because who you are now is not who you were in the past, and I'm being told to tell you that that your ambition and your energy and all of this momentum is going to be just like, it's going to be like somebody lighting a bunch of kindling covered in gas, like whew, like this giant bonfire. It's going to go up like so fast and so furious, and this is going to be like your bright light shining when you understand that this pentacles person, this like really like very like skillful crafted person is you. It's like recognizing that you have actually developed yourself through all of these events to be this person, and now you can stand solid without wavering in your faith, without thinking about the past or the future or whatever. Just stand solid and knowing that everything that you are working on and you want to work on is manifesting. Look at that sensitivity. You are a very sensitive soul. You can pick up whether somebody's going through something. You can tune into people's energies very, very, very well. You're very connected to the divine, to like, you can be anywhere and know whether something's good for you or not good for you. So just continually follow that sensitivity. And I mean, I'm saying hone your craft because it's always a work in progress, everything, but understand that you've already mastered it. You are a master of mind and emotions, and stop second guessing that, because as you're doing this, you're able to be that solid person for everybody else. And the fact that you're sensitive, which you thought was a bad thing for you, is actually a very like saving grace for you. So yeah, use this sensitivity. It looks like, I mean, here's a starfish, right? And I don't know a lot about starfishes, but I'm looking at this and thinking maybe like the mouth is in the middle or whatever. But I'm just imagining, just visually imagining that's an eye, okay? And that like you're seeing from the very center. You're like an all-knowing, and you can reach out and feel everything, okay? So just get how like your sensitivity and your awareness of perception and vibration and changes in, like even changes in weather, changes in feeling, changes in mood. It's like it allows you to be with all of the people through whatever they're going through. And that is not a gift that everybody has. And so whenever you feel like you're not accepting of yourself, or you're not accepting of how you are in your life or the things that you're going to, realize that this sensitivity that you have is a freaking gift. It is a godsend. It is for you. It is what has allowed you to master this ability to work with people and work with energy. And your leadership style and the things you do is tuning into people, tuning into vibrations, and like really being with people. People really respect you for who you are at the core of your being. So never stop that. Okay, and secrets. When you feel like you need to know all of the answers now, because you're going to feel that, and you're going to feel that many times. And when things aren't working for you, you're going to be possibly getting really upset with, why is this not working? This should be going like this, or I put all of my effort into that and that didn't go the way I expected. Whatever it is that comes up for you that makes no sense to you, just know there are things that are not supposed to make sense to you now. It will all make sense to you in the future, but right now, you will not know. That reminds me of when I was a kid, and my parents would always say, well, you'll understand when you're older. And I guess I asked a lot of questions, because I remember hearing that, I swear, thousands of times. You'll understand when you're older. You'll understand when you're older. And it's like, I'm older now and I still don't understand everything. But that is part of how the universe works. We're not meant to understand everything all the time. And just never stop asking questions. The better quality your questions get, the better quality your life gets. Okay, so ask good quality questions and recognize that you are a very, very strong leader, and you're meant for great, great things. Okay, so that is your reading, pile number 3. I really hope you liked it. Yeah, if you want to check out my store or my like other things I have going on, I got really cool things happening. And there's always new stuff, like events and things added. With me, you'll never know what's coming up. There's like, you know, I'm a barrel of wonders, I guess you could say. But check out the description box, because there's links to my store and some other cool things. And if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And just let me know what you liked about it. You know, it would really make my day. I love reading your comments. Okay, thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you soon.